Hey everybody, Asher here, back with some more FTL Captain's Edition, where we are on the sneaker, and things are looking a little up, if only because we have a third crew member. Our equipment is okay. The adaptive beam can be good eventually. The ion field is going to be carrying us for a little bit longer, but we really need to get some better weapons. Right now, mind control is useful, and we have a pretty good reactor, 2-level shields. I think we're doing decently. The problem is that we're in Sector 4 and things are probably going to ramp up in Sector 5. Still, we have a store right here that we may or may not be able to make use of. So let's just go ahead and get started. So we have level 2 cloaking, level 1 mind control. All of those are good things. The thing is that for 40 scrap, because I'm not going to be able to hit both of these markers more than likely. 1 jump, 2 jump. Yeah, I'm not going to be hit both of them. I may want to at least buy some fuel and a few repairs, but let's see here. I can also buy consumer goods, rations, luxury goods. I may be able to sell some of these things later on, so let's buy... I'm just going to check, because I don't want to do too much else, and unfortunately there's not too much here for me to get other than repairs. Although I can get some fuel, which is decent. I'll put myself up to 10. I just don't want the fleet to double their jump because they would have overtaken the exit there. So, bad idea averted. Let's go to the exit and see what else I can get. I don't love spinning scrap on repairs and stuff, but... Whoa, here we go. This is a black market hub. You receive a message. These are dangerous times. If you have extra military-grade explosives, we'll gladly pay for them. I'm not using any missiles right now, and I could really use the scrap. And there's no way I can take on this big station. So I could power up weapons and engage the station, but I'm just going to do this. Thank you, this will help greatly. Yes, the scrap is mutually beneficial as well. So, -- original, which is probably a, well, I'm sure that's a Mantis war camp, and I'm pretty sure this is an NG place, so we'll go here. If only because there's always the possibility of getting some more Mantises here, so let's socialize with our crew. Humanoid crew. Your humanoid crew tries to contact their old Federation friends in the sector. Turns out one's hiding the rebels. So let's plot a course. We have another quest marker for another crew member. And that quest marker's near the exit. So that's fantastic. So 67 scrap. Is there anything great that I can do with the scrap right now? Other than maybe get another bar of reactor power. I probably need one more just for shielding. So we'll do that now. Now, mind control, when you upgrade it, if I remember right, because it's been a little while since I've used it, it doesn't actually increase the amount of time people are mind controlled. So we're not going to concern ourselves so much with that. But I am low on fuel, so we're going to need to fix that in just a minute. Alright, you arrive at a smoldering NG research station. There's a distress call and answer. It's attacked by pirates, most likely Mantis. And we have improved sensors to run another scan, or long-range scanners to run another scan. Well, that's good that we have all of these. Scans reveal the station's reactor is overloading. Not only that, but an injured NG and its functioning drone schematic are still on board. Let's save the NG. And we get Cubbin, excuse me. You put some distance to the station, and here we go. We got... Important thing is that we have crew. We now have someone manning the shields, which is pretty cool. Because our engine person currently... Well, let's see, our engine person doesn't have a lot of experience either. So I'd rather have the NG on engines, because those are pretty important to repair. So there we go. Crew position saved. We suddenly have more crew. We have some more fights that we can get into. So let's go ahead and get started there, because I still really need fuel. Alright, this is level 2 shields. You come across a Mantis person. Battle stations. We can lower their shields by 1 for 3 power. That's probably worthwhile. I mean, they're still going to try and board us, and they have a 4-person teleporter. So that's a little scary. So do I need more than 1 level of shields? I don't know yet. But we're going to micromanage regardless. And I guess I can try and improve my ability to take on the ship just by mind controlling the pilot. The thing is that I don't know if they're going to send 2 or 4 people over, so... Wow, right to the med bay. Okay. Thing is that with the med bay like this, I may not be able to out-heal the damage that's incoming here. So we may need to micromanage this just a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now we're going to be okay. I think. Okay, enough. Let's mind control. And I guess I want to take out their weapons first. So burst, scatter, and then hull beam. We could hit at least once. There we go. So the adaptive laser. I could take out their transporter, or try. That may be their primary weapon right now. So let's do that. Then hull beam can go all the way over here. So transporter not offline. Let's go ahead and... I don't even know if that was 1 or 2 laser shots. But it's not going to hurt me regardless, so let's go ahead and... Probably a decent time to cloak, just so I can possibly lock in the kills here. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll just let the burst scatter laser do its thing here in just a moment. Alright, so one here. Adaptive laser online, this online, and I'll actually do some crew damage as well. There we go, so now they're dead-ish. Hopefully we don't... Oh, just an ion bomb in the doors. That could have been way worse. Alright, shields. I do not have my shields up. Okay, wow! Literally the most unnecessary damage I could have taken right there. Alright. And I don't use the word literally very lightly, but I did a very piss poor job of micromanaging. So we'll see if we can take this out in a hurry. And the craft is rapidly losing power. And they're dead. Alright. So that was dumb. I shouldn't have taken damage there. I shouldn't have taken a hit at all. Well, we're going to have to let the ion stop on the door. That is a big-ass ion bomb. Alright. Let's go ahead and let the fire go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot of fire spread. There we go. O2 back online. Open all the interior doors to let everybody be happy. Get some repairs. You're still hurt somehow. So yeah, I gotta get my game on a little better here. That's where the reactor power is extra important, because while I do have systems online, I still am wanting to take down one shield of power as best as possible. Still a good fight. I got a lot of fuel, so no complaints. So let's aid the civilian ship. And you frown, power up the weapons, prepare to engage the Manta ship. Not today. And it looks like they do have one transporter. Let's go ahead and take down a shield. They have a lot of lasers, but we have other goodies. Alright, so we'll be able to cloak probably out of some of this in just a second. Hopefully they... Okay, in the weapons room I can deal with that just with a... I don't even need to run it to the med bay. Okay, so we'll save our fire. Let's go ahead and mind control the pilots. And we are going to take out their weapons this time. Good. And hull beam. Well, I guess I can do more damage to the hull beam right here. Good. Wow, lots of bombs. And I didn't even have my evade up really high, and they still all managed to miss. That's lucky, because I am once again a micromanaging master here. So I think that mind control guy might be able to take these out. The hull beam certainly will. Alright. One Manta's down. I hope that's not 3 laser shots. It was 3 laser shots. Alright, well, not a lot you can do about that. I freaked out because of the multiple bombs that got fired. We'll take out the weapons now. Might be able to take down the whole kit and caboodles here. Okay. The ship's hull creak at the stress of the combat maneuvers. You hope the ship can take it. That's our ship, not theirs. There's another ion bomb disappeared, and 42 scrap. And the civilian ship gives us a laser charger. Sweet. Alright. I said before we needed a better weapon, and that does qualify as a better weapon. Let's go ahead and see what repairs we can get in here. Turn on the med bay as well. And see, with level 2 oxygen, we don't have to worry about breaches like that. We can just open all the doors and be okay. So that's pretty good. 151 scraps, still 7 fuel. We have a quest marker. I'm going to go up here and see if we can get a store. But considering the number of hits that I'm starting to take here, first off, a charge laser. Max charge shots, 3. What do I want to get rid of here? I like the adaptive. These are all pretty good. The charge laser only takes 2 power, though. So I think I am going to go for this. That seems reasonable. We'll give it a try. That way I don't need to upgrade some of my stuff nearly as much. Because we still need to crack some shields. I mean, the hull beam might be better than the adaptive beam, because this one does better short-term damage, but one of the weaknesses of the Stealth A is that you only have 3 weapon slots. Let's see here. I think I also want to go ahead and upgrade. I could upgrade my cloaking. I think I want to upgrade my shields first. Just because I am taking some hits. I know that's a lot of scrap to eat when there's a store possibly around the corner. So that may not be the best practice, but I'm trying to play it a little cautious here. Because I am taking some hits where 3 shields is not something I should be concerning myself with as much. Alright, so a simple description, they're talking to each other, so this is the NG ship quest. Our goals have analogous elements, however not available disclosure discretion necessary, and we get a quest marker. We get a second quest marker. Alright, so if it's up there, we're not getting it. If it's down here, we can go right for it. So let's go down here, I guess. Let's make sure that we have everything online and ready. There we go. Okay, let's jump. So here we go. They have level 2 shields. They have... Maybe I don't need the ion field as much when I have all this, but as soon as they see they're trying to jump away, and they are trying to hack. Let's hope they don't hack the weapons. Looks like they're hacking cloaking. Alright, I'll deal with that. Oh, they're hacking the shield room. That's a little more annoying, but that's honestly for this ship better than other things. Unfortunately, I don't have my stuff appropriately powered in time, which is a little bizarre, but we should be able to cloak out of some of this stuff, alright. Good. 2 bubbles of shields just in time, so that's a heavy laser. That's not great. There we go. So I didn't even need to cloak out of that. So this ship can't really hurt me unless they get the hack off. Which means I need to take out their hacking. Which means this cloak is not going to be nearly as good because I'm going to fire a bunch of lasers through it. And then let's go ahead and do this damage here too. Okay, hacking offline, good news. And because they only have lasers, I guess I don't really need engines here. Should have mind controlled there. Okay, what are we going to do? Let's go ahead and... And let us go ahead and hit the shield room. Because they got 1 laser down. So FTL's charging again. I gotta remember that's a thing. Alright, let's take out their piloting then. Uh-oh. They just got my engines. Stop, I don't want to die here. Demand the information on stolen technology. Ah, so it's too bad you followed the wrong ship. The envoy passed through here as a trick to make you go us. Let's go ahead and attack. And we're just going to kill him now because we didn't successfully get the quest. Oh wow, that didn't get the shield in time. Okay. That's one way to make that happen. Let's do this here, actually. There we go. They're all dead. I took a little more unnecessary damage, but we take what we can from the debris. There's absolutely no way we are hitting that other ship in time, though. I mean, maybe we can, but it's not really worth it. All we'll get is a recovery module. So, -- origin is apparently NG Homeworlds. The more you know, right? Let's go over here, because this may be a store. Although I love getting into fights, and we do have a quest marker up here, but we're going to need some fuel here. Yes, I will buy fuel for scrap. Thank you. Let's try and get some for free. No thanks, they will destroy me. I'm finding that stations are incredibly dangerous. And there's a store as well. So, 46 scrap with potentially something to sell. This could be a good store. We're just going to check these stuff. Artillery, we don't want that. Backup battery, this is not a very good store. Could sell the hull beam. I do think... You know, with all these things here, I think I'd rather sell the adaptive. If only because this pokes really quickly, but this charges at about the same time. It does mean I'm going to need one more system power, though, so we'll wait to sell that. So yeah. We'll do that at a later time. A bit of a waste of a time of a store, but what can you do? Guess I could have bought some fuel or done some repairs, but I'm glad we didn't buy fuel. Let's go to the quest marker and hopefully get another crewmate. Yay, contact the person, invite him to join your crew. Yay, hi Huts. Now we can have someone manning the doors, which is fun. Alright. 73 scrap and we're almost at the exit. This is not going so terribly this time. So it's a privately owned ship construction platform, open for some immediate work. What's their specialty? 44 for sensors 3. That is not worth it. It's definitely, you do not need sensors 3 really ever. So AI Revolt at 01011101 or Junction Tau Beta. Well, I'm sorry, I'm a sucker for binary. We're going to go to the AI Revolt. I'm sure it's just a bunch of automated drones, but whatever. Standard engines. And let's consider some upgrades here. So it's here, find a way to dictate more power. Your active augments. Advanced long-range scanner. Let's socialize with the crew. NG crew. I already found the computer. Unfortunately, the crew has been shut its body down its personal quarters to calculate something. So there's a distress beacon at the AI sector. I don't really know what this means, but I am going to go ahead and drop 50 scrap here so we can at least improve our equipment and have that possibly available. Alright. So we can micromanage our shields and engines as needed if we do good. Biggest thing is I'm going to need some fuel. So let's aid the Federation ship. Now we're going to need to start ion fielding. And they have some scary stuff. And look at this. I don't think I can mind control any of the AIs, but we're going to give it a shot. Alright. First thing we're going to do is maximize our shields. Alright. So the more power we put there, let's start by seeing, can we actually mind control you? Yes, we can. Good to know. So yeah, boarding is not going to be a thing here. Let's go ahead and wait for 5 laser shots. Here we go. This is perfect timing. And then let's go ahead and power up our engines just a little bit. And we can cloak right now. Because you can beam and not reveal your cloak. And that's some extra damage from the hull beam that we wouldn't have gotten otherwise. And now the ion's off-cycled. We're doing pretty good. They're all repairing. We're going to fire our whole volley again once we get out of cloak. And their big missile launcher's offline, so that's fantastic. And it looks like they have a crew repair module. Can I get more than 5 damage here? It doesn't matter. They're dead anyway. Here we go. So 1 fuel in the Federation ship gives us 3 hull points of repair, which is a good get. Let's go and go in the nebula a little bit. At least if we're... Ooh, that's a different background. Alright, your first mate mentions seeing a ship in the clouds. You order full battle readiness, but the AI still surprise you. They swoop from above and send a wave of nanites ahead to disrupt your ship's systems. See, now we're going to have to do this regardless. I can't mind control in here, so... Wow! Holy cow, I think we're just going to try and run from this fight. That is pretty damn ridiculous. Awesome, but ridiculous. Alright. Since these AI don't need to breathe, really, let's just go ahead and we'll wait for the big laser fire to come. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. And let's cloak. I'm not even going to engage this ship. Getting all of that, every single system ion by one is just way too much to deal with. Fortunately, I should be able to get out of here in time for the next thing. Although we do need some air. Yeah, we should be able to jump out just in time. Should be able to jump out just in time. Should be able to jump out just in time. Okay, 1 damage isn't awful. But we can't take that fight. We also only have 5 fuel left. Alright, so that was a fun, different, and a little bit scary. And we get 1 more hull damage. The tiny machines interfere... Oh, wow. There's a swarm of nanobots surrounding your ship. The tiny machines interfere with all systems on board and assemble what appears to be a makeshift teleport device. Around the ship, a computer-generated voice makes an announcement of the ship's intercom. We're coming. Intruders are on board. Wow, okay. This is fun and a little different. So this is what all the training exercises were for, right? So we're going to try and tuck you two back here. We do not actually have a med bay. Holy cow, I think this may actually be the end of this run. I think I'm actually going to die to a bunch of AI boarders. Oh man, I should have upgraded my med bay. The more you know, right? We're going to have to seriously micromanage this. I mean, they're going... Can I take out their air supply? I have a feeling they actually do not need air. So we'll see. Alright. We're going to lose some crew here in a moment. Okay, who else is dying? That is just so many boarders. Okay, so now we know in these kind of sectors it is not a good idea to fly in the nebula if you want your systems to survive. Alright. Let's see if we can take the air out of here. It looks like they don't need to worry about things like air. So they're just going to take down the rest of our systems here. Well, let's stand and fight. Yeah, we're dead. It's just a shooting gallery at this point. Well, that's a fun way to end it. I mean, it's not quite what I expected, but... I mean, the AIs have taken over. I actually got boarded and killed. I will say that is the first time. Maybe a Mantis ship sent like 6 Mantis on my ship before. Maybe, but... it was a run that was going well, and then it wasn't. But hey, this is one of those things that I like about the mod, is that these are new challenges, new things that I have not experienced in the game before, so I will take that. You always want to take these kind of opportunities to play and learn and do it again. So that's it for now. This is Asher with FTL Captain's Edition. Most successful run I've had so far, but what a way to go. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you all next time. Let's look at the stats real quick. I think I've neglected that a few times. We did make it to Sector 6, which is good, but didn't get a lot of scrap throughout the whole thing. That's how it goes. See you next time.